All right.
Turn.
Okay, good timing. I'm gonna move everybody to the back.
Can you ping it? Thank you.
Okay, right
I'm
down
gonna
the
go open
hall.
up the Twitch stream.
I need to not have Isaiah open. Can I just play Isaiah in this campaign?
Sure, if you want to die.
I want to be a level 11 bard.
I think he'll still
11 bard with a 75,000 gold katana.
Yeah. I got this. I can make a will save at plus 20.
Yeah, shit, there you go.
You can play him at level 3.
Level 3 version of Isaiah isn't really as strong, though.
Exactly. Alright, so let me repeat or go back over what you guys are seeing here. So the people who can see into the room here, this den is comprised of multiple toppled cells, and the chamber looks as though it would collapse at any moment. There's thousands of parchment scraps all over the walls, covering them, as if in a pitiful attempt to plaster the countless cracks. The flickering of dozens of candles illuminates the artwork subject matter, innumerable forlorn, surreal landscapes stretching into bleak infinities. The multitude of visions transforms the room into a threshold of nightmare. And you see, upon like a pallet, multiple pallets, there is a man. He is gaunt, with a ponytail of long and exceptionally straight white hair, and he's sitting cross-legged, like a mystic. And he's wearing multiple patient's gowns that have been shredded and stitched to create a layered robe. Much of his arms and chest are exposed, revealing lines of charcoal and yellow chalk that streak his flesh, the most prominent of which appears to be a yellow flame on his forehead. So when you guys spot him and he spots you, his eyes, his blue eyes go wide, and his mouth falls open. It gapes disturbingly. And a voice like a tempest wind hissing over broken glass shears from his split, motionless lips, as though something other than himself speaks from inside his body. And it yells, "You're supposed to be dead! I already killed you! Why aren't you dead?" And with that, the man yanks upward, as if a puppet on invisible strings. So, everyone can start by rolling initiatives.
Yeah, I had a feeling. If I didn't already have my sword out, I pull it out. I think I already had it out, though.
I love that I'm paranoid and keep my pistol out and loaded.
Yay!
Ah,
Well, this sounds familiar.
Definitely use the initiative on this one.
The nice thing about this is that it's not going to copyright flag my video.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, this is ArenaNet's music, and it's free for anybody. That's why they have it on SoundCloud.
Well, wait until I play something else.
Oh, thanks. One of these days.
Is this from Guild Wars 2 then? I don't recognize it.
Yes, it is part of their Heart of Thorns, one of their raid bosses fights, so I don't know if you know about raids.
Yeah.
About that, like my guy, if you want to promote it.
It's just when a large
I know
group of
about
people
them,
have to
but,
kill
yeah.
a boss that's, like, really difficult to do.
I've done some of the world, like, back in the long time ago, one of the early, like, world world event bosses or whatever from the
Uh,
first from Guild Wars
yeah.
2 back before the expansion.
Totally different.
But yeah.
These are more like instances. Like you go into an instance with. these
Sure,
people.
yeah, that's because that's what the raid part of it is, but yeah.
Actually, in Final Fantasy XIV, raid is something totally different. It's like open world stuff. It's confusing. All these MMOs use the word
All right.
differently.
Kudu, you're up first. What do you do?
No, shit. Did he do a hostile action?
He hasn't done anything hostile physically to you guys, but he's talking about how you guys should be dead.
Okay. Is he standing or still
seems
sitting?
hostile to me.
He is standing. He was sitting at one point cross-legged, but as if like something had like puppeteered him to like stand up, he like jerks up. Like his body is not moving like a normal person's body would.
Then Kudu will say... How far am I? I think... Wait, Grease spell is medium, isn't it? Medium distance? I should go pull that up. I'm going to cast Slick once I confirm the distance here. Close. Oh, I
Okay.
can't. I have to move forward, so I'll do that.
Okay.
Is that close enough? Yeah. Okay. 35. Alright, I'll cast Slick underneath him.
Okay.
DC 14. And I'll
Alright,
say
he
sit
fails.
back down.
You trip him. He slips on the ice.
Nice.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Alright, finger.
I'm going to move up here, I think. Well, maybe it'd make more sense to be right here. And I'm going to ready an action so that if he stands up from the grease, I'm gonna shoot him with a spell. Or try to.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
On his turn, he's gonna do something. His eyes go black. And it almost seems like he's it almost looks like he's surrendering to like this like strange dark influence. And I need Fingrim. He focuses on you, and I need Fingrim to make a will save.
Alright.
Ugh.
Probably not good.
Yeah, it's not good. You fail. And you take 23 points of damage as you feel this mental force invade your mind, and it like thrusts through like a spear.
Okay.
You are also now bleeding for 1 point. So you can apply it on your turn. But then he is going to take a move action to stand up.
Well, it triggers my ready to action. So I'll try to shoot him. So let's see here. I'm shooting him with a ray of enfeeblement. I'm gonna attempt to at least. Let's see if I hit him. It's gonna be +4 to hit. It looks like. And I miss.
Aww.
Alright. Well, that was my ready to action.
Off to a
Doesn't change
strong
my
start
initiative
today,
any.
Pluto.
Yeah, you're still where you are. Alright, Sister Maria.
I remember hearing that you've only used Shield of Faith from my spell list, so I'm gonna cast Protection from Evil on myself.
Okay.
Move up 20 feet because that's my move speed.
Jane.
I'll tell my puppy to stay there.
Well, let's see here.
Eustachius.
I'm gonna step up here. And load. There we go. Let's see. I'm gonna just seeing how pained he is. I'm gonna use a lay on hands on him.
Derek, are you really far away from your mic? Because I can barely hear you.
How's that?
A little bit better.
It got tipped up on accident. But yeah, I'm gonna use lay on hands on Fingrim.
Alright,
What the-
that'll heal him. And also cure your bleed.
Hehehe. And if he's fatigued at all, he's not fatigued anymore, but I'm sure he's not, so.
Stops the bleeding though, so that was good.
Alright, Cormac, it's your turn.
I'm gonna move up and cast Full Strength on myself. Cast Full Strength.
Alright. Kudu, it's your turn.
Okay. I do not concentrate to keep the slick there, so it goes away. I will step up in front of Jane. And I'm gonna send a point blank shot at this guy. Wherever that is. Maybe not.
Ouch. Unfortunately, that does miss.
Yeah. Sad kudu.
It was close.
Alright, that's my turn.
Fingrim, it's your turn.
Well, that one didn't work, but this spell can't miss. So, actually, I don't know if I want to move closer to him. I'm still pretty badly hurt. Do I have any like potions of healing? I don't. Okay, well, it's not really much.
You guys
I
can
do
see that he
here.
is holding a weapon in his hand. He's got like a light mace.
Alright. think I'm just gonna have to use a spell, a ranged spell here, because I don't want to move. I don't want to move in with 9 health. So I'm just gonna move up and try to shoot a ray of frost at. Probably misses.
Ouch. Those 12. Alright.
That's my
Isaiah
turn. Yep.
Alright, on his turn. Kudu, he is going to affix his eyes on you, and I need you to make me a will.
Okay, let's see. Current will. Current will not looking so good. I close my eyes. Oh god.
Oh god.
Nothing could have saved me from that. Except for maybe a
The
reroll.
lucky
Do I have a
feat
reroll?
that
Kudu.
I never get to use on Isaiah would have helped.
I don't have.
You might have a
improved
reroll.
Iron will. Yeah, no, I don't. Not for will saves.
Isn't there like a cat folk thing? Maybe you don't have that.
That's reflex, or if they hit me. Maybe.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kudu, what happens to you is that you begin to see yellow fog creeping like all around you. Like the miasma is like it's all around you, like choking you,
Oh
and
no.
you can see like a horrific monster like trying to attack you.
Oh no.
For your turn, you can do nothing but try to fight off this creature. Nobody else sees anything around Kudu, though. At the end of your turn, you'll get another save.
Kudu's clawing at an invisible
You are not
source.
considered helpless.
She might be a little panicked that her mist is all yellow and that's freaking her out.
Sister Maria, it's your turn.
Well, I'll do what Sister Maria does. Sister Maria is gonna cast a magic weapon on the Bible. And is there a knowledge I can do for this thing?
For what?
Like, this guy's not working like a normal person.
He certainly is not. You can give me a knowledge local if you want, if you have.
I do not believe I have that trained. I'll move 20 feet. I'm up in front now. We'll get there eventually, boys.
Jane, it's your turn.
Let's see here. So, Jane. Let's see. Would I be able to tell if he would be an evil creature?
You're a paladin. You have an ability that does that.
I do not.
You don't have
Oh, then
sense
he
evil?
can't.
Or detect
I'm
evil?
a holy gun. So
I'm just
don't have
asking,
He's
you don't have
probably evil. You could ask Sister to do that.
You could also probably
I don't know if there's-
assume or guess. And...
You can give me a sense motive.
I mean, he killed us in our dream, and he's talking about why are we still alive, so that sounds evil. I could be wrong.
Nah.
He's just neutral.
Just misunderstood.
Yeah.
Definitely not evil.
He's like, didn't you know it's actually better over there? The grass is greener. Accept it. And then you die, and it really is.
I can't give you a definitive yes or no with that roll. All you know is that he seems to be... He seems to be trying to kill
He's
you.
hostile.
He's
But
definitely hostile.
He's living. He's living, right?
He appears to be living. He looks like a dude.
Okay, then I'm going to see.
He is acting strangely.
Yeah, I'm just trying to determine whether or not I want to use my smiting shot right now, because it's, well, yeah, I'm gonna use smiting shot, and I'm gonna activate driven by guild. So let's see here. Smiting shot. 3 plus 4. Okay, and then if he is either undead, an evil aligned dragon, or an outsider with the evil subtype, he'll take an additional 6 damage if this hits.
Okay, that touches.
Oh, I only rolled a 5. Sad.
Alright, and he takes the damage.
Yeah, it bypasses DR completely, so.
Mm-hmm. Like smite. Alright, is that your turn?
Well, that was a move action and a shot, so yep.
Alright, Cormac.
He's gonna move up and then cast Shield of Faith on himself. Can't really move past that. That's his turn.
Alright, Kudu. You are flailing around trying to fight off the creature that is attacking you.
Okay.
You can give me another will save, basically as a full round action. Ugh, nope, you're still being assailed by it. You're convinced that there's something deadly trying to kill you.
Kudu might be like screaming,
Finnegan.
"Get it off me! Get it off me!"
Alright, well, I'm gonna try to move in and cast a spell, even though this might be me getting killed next turn. But I'm gonna cast Color Spray. Only hitting him.
Okay.
So it'll be a will save DC 14, unless he's like immune to it or something, but immune to mind affected or something like that, but yeah. If he isn't, DC 14 illusion spell.
Mm-hmm.
If he, depending on his hit die, might only just stun him for 1 round or something, but whatever. Also, if he's sightless, I guess it doesn't affect him.
He actually failed.
Alright, so he's at least stunned for
stunned.
1 round. Possibly stunned and blinded for 1d4 if he has 3 or 4 hit die, but he probably has 5 or more. And that's my turn.
Probably at least level 5.
So there's nobody like standing next to him that
it's
could just coup de
time to
grace.
charge with the Bible.
But, oh well, it's still good. It means he won't kill me this turn.
This does not have the charge modifier in here. Does a 13 hit his flat-footed?
Stunned is -4 to AC, right?
Stunned is lose your dex modifier, or dex is set to 0, so actually it's even worse than that, right? I think? Or am I wrong?
Oh, that's paralyzed.
You're right, that's paralyzed. I think stunned is you are just... Let me check. I'm confused about it now, too.
You're not helpless when stunned.
-2 to AC, and you lose your dex bonus. So,
Okay.
yeah. If you have any.
Sister Maria, you smack him with the book, but as like it's about to make contact with it, you like everybody suddenly sees like a shield of force like goes up around him, and it fends off the attack.
Oh, also, he drops any held items, so his mace or whatever.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have the light mace anymore.
Well, I tried.
So your attack misses.
Rolled a 5.
Jane.
Try to find my place. I always think of this song whenever I'm in combat. I think I'm going to do a smiting shot again. But this time I can't use Driven by Guilt. So...
You gonna move as well?
I'll drop an alchemical cartridge in as a swift, move forward. And between point blank shot and...
You do have penalties there, right?
How so?
Sister Maria's in the way?
Alright, there we go. Bad sister. Okay. So doing the smiting shot again, so again, if it meets any of those prereqs, it's an additional 6 damage on top of this. Unless I miss.
Oh, you're gonna...
natural 1, motherfucker.
It misses, and you misfire.
Well,
That
I'm
click.
glad I haven't used up my grip points.
All right, Cormac.
He'll move up. And he will use his channel ray ability on Fingrim.
Alright.
That's his turn.
Alright, you heal Cormac for 10. It's pretty good. Alright, Kudu. Round 3 with your horror. Roll me a will save as a full round action. Ah. It keeps terrorizing you.
No. Why isn't anybody helping me?
I don't think I can.
Neither can I.
Fingrim, it's your turn.
I'm I'm gonna move in like this for a flank. Use a swift action to enchant my Red Destiny, and going to attempt to attack this guy with a flank bonus. So he's still stunned for this round, but it's gonna wear off right at the end of this round. So he's gonna do something. So here we go. Actually, this is +9. Ooh, if that hits, it's a chance for a critical.
That does hit, so you can roll it back.
19.
Unfortunately, that does not confirm.
Wow, even with
That
stun.
barrier
Alright.
of force is making the difference between your attack.
All
He's not stunned
right.
anymore.
No, he's isn't he? He's stunned through my turn. At the end of my turn is when it wears off. I think. That's how 1 round durations normally work. They last in, like, if I had if it was like a buff on myself that lasts for 1 round, it would last until the end of my turn as well, right? I could be wrong on that. Alright, well,
It
fine.
should
He's
occur
not
at
stunned.
least once within your turn, so I guess... What was the spell?
Well, I hit him
It
with
was a
color
one
spray
round
last for 1
duration color
round.
spray stuff.
So I thought that it would last through my turn, like until the end of my turn, and then that's when the stun wears off. But maybe not. I feel like buffs
It
work
should
that
only
way,
affect him once, so... No, it ends at the
Right.
beginning of your next turn. As long as it affects him once. Which it should.
Okay, well,
because,
he's
yeah.
not. He's not stunned, I guess. Then on my turn. I don't know. It doesn't matter, I guess. But well, it kind of matters. Crit would have been pretty huge there. But 6 damage in that case.
Okay.
Doesn't matter enough to get embroiled in a
You do notice though that when you
rules
hit
debate.
him, his skin is. If you can find me the ruling on it, then yeah, I'll commit
Yeah,
that to memory. But when you hit
I'll
him,
look it up later.
you notice that not all of your damage goes through. For some reason, his skin is like resisting your damage.
Okay. Even with +3 enhancement bonus?
It's a +3 enhancement bonus.
Yes, it was a +2 sword, and I have enhanced it to a +3 with my arcane pool.
Let me see. Yes, even with the +3, it is not. It does not appear to be silver or cold iron
Oh, okay.
that gets through it, or magic. He got lucky.
Alright then.
All right. So on his turn, he's in a tough spot, but he is going to try and concentrate. You guys can tell that he's trying to concentrate real hard. All right. Now he is going to try and touch. Let's see. I think he wants to touch Fingrim. Where's my touch button?
Bad touch, bad touch.
He touches you with a 21.
Okay.
So I need you to make me a fortitude save.
Okay.
Alright. You are going to... Okay, I'll keep that in mind, the 20. But for the first round that he touches you, you do take some damage. You take 5 points of damage, because when he touches you, your body begins to like twist and your limbs like buckle and your body contorts.
Alright.
And you also take 1 point of dex and 1 point of con damage. And your speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay.
And that's his turn. Sister Maria?
Book smacking time. Now we got a flank.
Yeah.
This is holy shit.
Aw.
The dice are revolting on us.
Yeah. Especially me. I mean, I did trip him round
Do you do anything else?
1.
Give me a second. No, I don't believe so.
Alright,
Don't
Jane,
worry, I
it's your
can
turn.
track him.
Jane is going to use Quick Clear as a standard action, so not to use a grip point, and remove the condition from her
Okay.
pistol. And then she's going to reload it as a move.
Alright. Now it is Cormac's turn.
Cormac's gonna cast a True Strike on himself. That's his turn.
Kudu, round 4. You can try again. We'll save.
Eh?
Alright.
Is he a foe of
Um,
the strange?
The presence fades from you and from your mind. Like all of a sudden you realize that this was all in your head, but it just felt all too real. You're gonna take a point of sanity damage, 1 point, and you are fatigued,
So
but you regain control.
behind you guys, you hear Kudo say, "Shit!" As she realizes she was foiled.
Finger.
I'm sorry, how much sanity damage was that?
1 point,
1, okay.
and you're fatigued.
Could be worse. Is Pluto there?
Yeah, I'm just thinking of what I want to do.
Oh.
I think I'm going to attack this guy with the flank bonus again first, but miss. And then I'm actually going to
Ouch.
5-foot step away because I have a plan for next round because this is obviously not working. And that's my turn.
Alright, on his turn.
Do I have to do like a 4th? Or I guess I already rolled it, but
That roll is actually what I was gonna keep in mind. You've resisted the effects, the ongoing effects.
okay.
Sister Maria, he is going to try and do something. He focuses on you and
Okay.
concentrate.
Okay.
He concentrates and he puts his hand forward, and these missiles of force come seeking you.
Magic missiles.
You take 12 points of force
Ow.
damage, and you begin bleeding for 1 point of damage.
It hurt.
Your turn.
This guy's nasty. Well, I know Cormac cast True Strike. We'll smack with Book. And hope for a roll that's not below 10. Oops. That's a roll below 10. The book has
You rolled
an
an 8.
increased attack to... Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does not hit him.
Yeah, this isn't going so hot.
Jane, it's your turn.
I'm gonna go with another smiting shot. So, no nat ones, please. It's a little bit better.
A 17 versus... and you have a precise shot, right?
Yes. Right? Yes, I do.
Okay, you touch him, and you hit him.
Boom, baby.
It hurts him. And now it's Cormac's turn.
5 foot up and try to attack him with my greatsword.
Alright,
That true
give
strike.
me an attack.
With a
that
destructive
smite?
smite as well.
Yeah.
And as immediate action, I'm using my pugnacious to make my weapon 3.
Okay.
One size category.
So you go to attack him, and everyone sees that barrier of force go up, but your strike is so true that you're able to hit him through it. So go ahead and roll me your damage.
Ooh.
Okay,
That's his turn.
you hit him, and you feel, as mighty as your strike is, you feel like for some reason his skin is blunting some of the blow, but he's still up. It doesn't look very good though. Kudo, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm fatigued. He, He needs to sit back down. I cast Slick under him.
I just picture Kudu saying that. Sit back down.
He fails.
Nice.
Changes my plan.
You
a
rolled a
little
1
bit.
that time.
Sorry.
No, that's good. It changes it a good way. I was gonna do. I was
Alright,
thinking of
Xander.
using my oil of a line weapon, but if he's prone, that lowers his AC, so I really need to take advantage of that. I think.
Fingram, it's your turn.
So in that case, while he's prone, I'm gonna try to hit him.
You get flanking with me.
Yep, it's a flanking bonus, and his AC's lower because he's prone. So here goes. Aw. Even while
Let's
prone,
see.
that's probably gonna miss.
Yeah, unfortunately that misses.
Low
Low roll.
I think I'm also going to activate my hair and do a natural attack, but it's pretty unlikely to hit. But I can fish for a 20. No, that's not a 20. Alright,
Your beard gets tangled.
yeah.
It's going to take hours of brushing to get it fixed.
Let's see. On his turn, he's going to concentrate.
Alright. What the hell? Where's
Can you
the
tell what he's casting?
Oof, a natural 20.
Let's see here.
So what's he doing? Natural 20, was that the concentration check?
Yeah.
It's a lot of spell.
He has got one more of these. Cormac, give me a will save. Alright, you'll take half damage from that. So you'll take 7 points of damage.
Alright, good.
Sis Maria, it's your turn.
I'll attack him while he's down. Not that I'll be able to hit. Oh, I
You
might
hit.
be able to hit this time. Smack!
Alright, you hit him, and he goes unconscious, bleeding out. Alright. He goes unconscious, bleeding out. What do you all do?
I look to the others and I'd say, like, what now?
Well, shouldn't the mist be gone? We've defeated Xandalus, no?
Is I think this is Xandalus, but I don't.
Cormac will say that he did see this man in one of his dream states. He's wandering around in there, but he didn't act like the way he did now.
Perhaps there is something controlling Xandalus, and it is not Xandalus himself who attacked us. His body did seem to move like a puppet.
How long am I fatigued until I rest? Is that right?
Until you rest.
Okay.
Oh, and can somebody heal me so I stop bleeding?
Yeah, I channel.
Hey, you're bleeding.
I do a channel.
Kuda starts observing the paintings. Ugh. Not sure I know much about
How
that.
much do you channel for?
I'm
Yeah,
Are
you're
you gonna
looking at the
channel and
paintings and you're not really sure
Stabilize
what to
Xandalus
think
as
of them.
well?
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have selected channel, I don't think. So
I'll channel Ray you to make it to where it doesn't.
I guess I'll
Or we can walk away.
perception the room.
We can walk away too.
Yeah, we could, but
I'm going
do
to
we want-
try to stabilize Xandalus.
So Kudu, when you take a look with your perception, you're noticing that in the artwork you see numerous repeated images, and specifically those are swirling skies, empty cities, and towering monoliths, and also threatening figures cloaked by mist. With your perception, you're noticing that a number of the monoliths and the cities seem to be the same, as if they're depicting a single object or place and not just fanciful impressions.
He'll channel Ray on Sister Maria, the 8, and then he'll go over to finger him and use up his last second level spell to cast the cure spell.
I point out the
He
place
keeps bleeding out.
and I ask if anybody knows where this is.
Is there knowledge for that?
You can give me a perception.
Oh, he's still bleeding. I'm gonna try and
Thank you, Fred.
stabilize him.
Whoops, that is not what I wanted. There we go. What do we do about him? He's very dangerous to keep around, but
Has info,
he doesn't.
maybe?
He doesn't answer any questions dead. I'm not sure that he answers any questions alive either.
Instead of
Okay,
spending
now
all that time
perception,
trying to
and I'll
stabilize
try
him,
and see if
I
I
could
know.
have just cast stabilize on him.
You're not picking
Oh.
anything out, Sister Maria, not like Kudu.
She's like, no.
Well, I look at that one you pointed out that you were talking about, but I probably don't recognize it either. At least I don't think I do, unless there's like a knowledge
I
check.
don't see a perception.
Yeah, I was just looking at the one that Kudu was pointing to specifically, but
No, off the like cuff. No, not with that perception. You don't see anything recognizable. Like she's the only one that notices that like these aren't all individual caricatures or drawings, that they all seem to be depicting the same things. Jane, same for you.
Yep, I had a feeling.
I don't know if
That
Cormac
+2
would
though.
even try it after being
I'm gonna detect
entranced.
magic on this duder.
Okay, you detect magic.
Concentrate. Where the... What am I detecting?
Well, first of all, you're detecting magic coming from the light mace that he dropped.
Okay.
You are also detecting magic. He has 4 little vials on him that are radiating magic. And then from like what you think must be underneath like these mattresses he's piled on top of each other, there's also some sources of magic.
Okay, I'll
You're
start
detecting
with...
1, 2, 3 more sources of magic underneath the mattresses.
Okay, I'll start with the mace.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, roll 20.
guess
I'll then
Bring
move
will
on
try
to
to
the
help.
vial.
Okay. So you identify 3 of them. You identify one as being a potion of a bear's endurance, another as a potion of cure moderate wounds, and the third is a potion of invisibility. You're not sure what the first one is.
I'll try to identify those two things: this mace and the other potion.
The mace is a +1 light mace, and the other vial is an oil of magic weapon.
Alright. I don't really want either of those things myself, but...
Did you say
Mace might be
plus one
useful
light
on
mace?
Cormac. +1 light mace, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Because you have a light mace already, right? As like what is your
No, look
secondary weapon?
below the
secondary
mattresses
weapon's
and see
yeah,
what
light
these
mace.
other magic
So this would be an
traces are.
upgrade for that.
Yeah. If no one's like objects, he'll take the light mace.
Okay. So, give me a perception, Mantis.
Sure. There we go.
You're searching the mattresses, and you find 8 pouches. They are all containing 50 gold coins each. You find what looks to be a wand, another like potion vial, and then a scroll. And you also find a book.
I'm going to read magic on the scroll and the book.
The scroll is revealed to be a scroll of Summon Monster 3.
Is
And the
this
book,
of arcane or divine?
it's divine.
I'm going to take this and put it in my spell book
And
eventually.
the book, you don't need to read magic on it. You don't get anything from it. You can see on the cover, it has like this elaborate, like beautiful cover, and it says the Chain of Knights.
Oh, okay.
Ah, this is
Found
what
it
we're
finally.
looking for.
I guess it means these paintings that were on a book are not chains of night.
All right, what else do you guys do?
Wait,
Um,
never mind. This
like what do we
this
do
isn't
with?
on my spell list.
I try to determine if this guy's like the others or they're like hollow inside.
Cormac,
Oh,
you can
I'm filled
take the
with.
scroll of Summon Monster 3.
You can give me a heal check,
Okay.
Cormac. No, you think that this man is a man. He seems to have bones inside of him when you like poke and prod him and check him. And he doesn't seem to be suffering from any physical malady.
Other than what we gave him.
Although he's a little bit, I mean, he's kind of scrawny, he's not like malnourished.
Let's say he's not like the others. He's not empty inside. I don't know what was happening to him then.
I'm just worried that awakening him could be dangerous.
Well, perhaps. By the way, Cormac, you take the scroll of Summon Monster 3. Not on my spell
Yeah.
list.
I'll grab it.
We should investigate this book. The Chain of Knights.
Agreed. But what do we do with? I want to get answers, but I'm worried that he can retaliate again if we wake him.
I do not think who we encountered was Xandalis. Somebody mentioned that they saw him in a dream.
I did. Cormac. They'll say he was wandering around, babbling stuff, but I can't really tell what he was saying.
I believe Xandalis is perhaps lost in the dream world like Lysandro.
If he does wake up, who's to say that he's not what he was when we fought him again?
Well, we won't wake him up.
So, like,
What are you gonna do?
There was another magic source. A wand? I'll spellcraft that.
Yeah, it's a stick that looks like it's a wand. You're
What does
holding a
this
wand
stick
of
do?
command.
Wand of command.
With 38 charges.
Can we not, like, tie this guy's hands and feet up to wake him up and talk? Or you still think risky?
I think it's still
Was-
too risky.
was he moving any of his, like, extremities to cast, or?
He had to if he concentrated a couple of times.
He
No.
like kind of like he like moved his fingers a little bit, but like he didn't make any he didn't like gesticulate like any somatic components. He didn't even speak. Like he made very subtle movements, none that seemed like they were necessary to do the things he did.
Okay.
I think it would be unwise to wake him up.
Alright, then. I'm
But
a
it
little
did seem like
tired.
he had to like look at people and concentrate.
Maybe if we blindfold
Maybe if we just blindfold him.
and tie him up.
Mm.
No, but we'll tie him up and yeah, let's blindfold him just in case he wakes up.
Alright.
Okay. Then you guys tie him up and you blindfold him with something you've got. Wrap like a cloth around his head a few times. Do you gag him as well?
Sure.
For now, yeah.
Okay, just full sensory deprivation.
Yeah.
We'll stick in wads into his ears too.
Hold on.
Okay.
Wait, wait,
He
wait.
can
You
still
do.
smell and feel though.
We have one of those hats. One of those. What is it called?
Ah, yeah, that's
Oh
right.
yeah, we do have one of those hats.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll just put that hat on him.
Okay. That will blind and deafen him. You can still gag him if you want.
Yeah.
There you go. See, you found a use for it. I'm glad Kudu didn't forget. I can count on Kudu to remember.
Oh.
All right. So you have him bound, basically. What do you guys do after that?
Investigate chain of knights.
All right.
Cormac's gonna set up watch. He's gonna go stand in the hallway, make sure nothing comes at us.
All right. So you open up the chain of night. And on the inside, you can see there are numerous elaborate medical sketches of the brain, depictions of pressure points and chakras, meditative mantras, and methods of achieving lucid dreaming. But as you look into it, you are also noticing that this book also touches on arcane spells and rituals devoted to breaching the boundaries of dreams. How long do you consult the book?
I'll consult the book until the party tells me to stop.
Okay, so basically an hour is going to go by. Cormac, you don't seem to notice anybody like coming up through those halls, although occasionally you think you can hear like the sound of footsteps like farther off, but they always kind of like go away.
Okay.
So for an hour, Sister Maria is looking at this book, and this is the kind of information you get. If anybody else is doing anything else, you can tell me, and I'll get to you real quick. But you spend an hour consulting it, and you find that you can use the book to basically put someone under like hypnosis,
Mm-hmm.
using the methods described in the book. You're also getting a lot of information about planar subjects related to the dimension of dreams. You notice that there are certain spells in here that if you were an arcane caster, you could use to learn. But finally, the most notorious part of the book is that it describes a ritual for releasing one's dreams.
As in getting rid of them?
It says that it can expunge it can expunge unwanted dreams and nightmares from whoever the subject of the ritual is.
I feel like that was what was attempted, but it went poorly or something.
And you have like a grasp, you have a concept of how to perform this ritual after reading this book.
Yeah, but do you wanna? Or do we need to?
Maybe.
Kudu sits down. I'm tired.
After about this hour too, this guy starts to like wake up, starts to move around a bit, but his body like struggles against the bonds and finds that he cannot like move very much or speak, so like he just kind of lays there, slumped.
Well, that's useful. You should stay
He's
that way.
breathing though. What do you guys do?
I'm a show these spells to Fingrim. Fingrim casts arcane spells.
Yep.
Fingrim's a wizard.
Sort of.
Okay, so Fingram, you're gonna check out the book.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, it's gonna take you a while to like kind of like figure out these spells. But yeah, they're all about either contacting people like within their dreams, uh, or even going so far as to like induce dreams or nightmares.
All right.
And it would be, it seems like it would be possible for you to learn these, but not at the level of spellcasting you're at currently.
Oh, okay.
But just for out of character or reference, these are the spells contained within the book.
All right. I don't know if those are on the Magus spell list or not, but I'll look into it.
Yeah.
I guess even if they're not, I'll get the thing eventually.
Anybody who can learn these spells,
spells.
and is a prepared caster who can transcribe spells can learn these from this book. It doesn't matter if you're divine or arcane.
Yes. Dream Council is not on my list. Actually, I'm pretty sure I can't in any possible way get it. It's a level 7 sorcerer wizard spell.
But yeah, what do you guys do at this point?
Perhaps we should perform the ritual to remove people or remove nightmares? Expunge nightmares or something?
Mm-hmm.
Because we believe that, like, the dream world and the real world got connected here, right? And that's the cause of this mess.
Yeah, it seems like the fog is part of that. You've witnessed
Maybe we
things
should-
coming from a dimension unlike your own through the mist.
What's in
Cormac's
this?
right
Is
there.
this just like an empty leads out to fog sort of place? What's over here?
Yeah. It's part of the building that has just collapsed and fallen away and is rubble, and yeah, it's just basically just
Okay.
leading to the outside of the asylum. And you can see that the fog is getting clearer now. It's less dense. And it might
Oh,
even be
that's
cleared
good.
up within like so many hours.
I'll
Without
call
these
Eustachius
things, the
over
Anirsians
to-
here, it's probably going to clear up.
There's only one that looked like that still, and that's Lysandro, right?
Hmm.
But she was
That we
spewing
know
a
of, at
different
least.
color mist.
She might
Yes.
be trapped, and if we use that ritual, it might free her.
Maybe she's already freed now. We should go save you.
I'll drag this dude with us as I
We
move
need to be
about.
careful though, because I don't know how the cultists react if we come through with their leader.
Oh. We can jump down the courtyard to the bottom floor. Well, like we did before. To save Jane. We just gotta go to the right one.
Saving?
Well, it wasn't Jane, it was Cormac, but yeah, you guys remember when he got
Oh,
carried
was
away?
it Cormac? Oh, yeah, okay.
You guys like took a rope down here and climbed down.
Yeah, there's...
Well,
Yeah.
we can just disguise him as somebody else, and he has the thing on his head that makes it so that they don't know who he is, and he's gagged.
Yeah, but
Touches
do we even need to
clothes.
pass by them? Like, where are we trying to go specifically? And there might be a way there.
If I remember correctly, down, like in this other room, there's another opening to a courtyard. I'm pretty sure it's the main courtyard.
Right, but
The hell
where
is
are we
that?
trying to go? I think he was hitting his keyboard.
Ah.
Yeah, let me try to figure it out.
No, where are we trying to go? Like, somebody answer me. I'm freaking out, man.
I have no idea.
Either do I. Where are we going?
To Lysandra, perhaps? Have we been in the library today?
Yes.
Yeah. You guys chipped
Okay,
away at some of the library's HP, but not enough to get any new
I
information.
mean, theoretically, if the mist is clearing up, we've accomplished the main goal. And
Well, it's
all
not
we
the
really are
main.
doing is going back. Like, all we really have to do is go back and be like, hey, the mist is clear, and then we can travel out with, you know, like, all the fucking refugees and figure
Yeah,
out
we
what's
could
going on outside the world.
probably even
But
tell the cultists, like, they've been freed. Because half of them are only cultists because of fear, right? We might have to defeat, like, 5 of them.
possibly.
I'm curious. I don't remember anything, but did we ever find out what was going on with the gal that had the other colored mist?
No, that's what we've been
No.
talking about. One of the
Sorry,
things we've
Ruth
been talking
came in
about, I
with
guess.
food and started distracting me. But I know that's definitely something that Jane wants to go and check on, see if anything's happened there.
Well, if I successfully manage to cure my doctor of her Onirian disease, I will consider myself a doctor. The Lord has
Oh
blessed it
God,
upon
let's
me.
not do that.
I will have outdoctored my doctor.
Well, if you guys want to try passing by those people, but Kudu is not good with birds, she suggests that we can climb down into the courtyard and then just go to where we want.
And Sister
Jane agrees
Maria
with
is
Kudu.
not good
That
with
should-
climb.
Oh, I'll help you, sister.
Yeah, she's a rope. It's easy.
Hmm.
Jane doesn't want to hurt people she doesn't have to.
I think Fingrim has a knotted rope already.
Oh, okay. Well, let's bring this dude along with us.
All right. How are you gonna bring him down with you?
Awesome.
Let me just throw him down, right?
No, that's
Sure, you
not a
can
good
throw him
idea.
down
He'll
like 30
probably
feet.
just die.
That was the joke, yes.
That I cannot help you guys
I'll-
with.
I go down on the floor and catch him with my greatsword.
Oh gosh.
That also
It's a this
doesn't
guy
help
kebab.
us.
Clearly we don't care whether or not he lives on his way down.
Some people don't.
Yeah.
As long as he's alive on the way down. Once he gets there, I don't care. But
We'll get figured out. We can always tie the rope around him and lower him down.
that's actually what I was about to say. Tie the rope around him and then lower it down, and then we start climbing down.
Are they still there?
We like the way you think, Colmac.
Who
I
was
think they're
this
still knocked
person?
out.
That's the old bag lady that was
The bag lady.
attacking us. Oh yeah, you weren't.
Yeah, you
here,
weren't
huh?
here for this.
Want to kick her in the head
I
again.
listened to most of the session, but I think I missed the bag lady.
Yeah, she was invisible for like part of the fight, and then
I hated her.
she's like a.
She was hiding.
She has like good grapple and stuff like that.
It's very
She
strong
tried to
for an
kill
old
me
lady.
with a bag.
Okay, yeah, we'll try and go down to the bottom floor, but let's
courtyard?
disguise this guy. Or we would have done that before we tied him up.
He has the
We probably
cowl
stripped
over
of
him.
his-
You can't really see
We
him.
probably would have stripped.
Right, but his robes are unique.
Put your doctor's robes on him.
Sure, I'll put my doctor's coat over him.
Okay. So I know Kudu can climb down super easily. And she likely does. The
We'll
rest of you
tie-
can give me climbs.
We'll tie Xandalus
And yeah, how are you gonna
up
get him down?
and lower him.
We're gonna tie him with the rope when we lower him down.
Okay. You can do that. You get him down there, and then I guess Kudu, who's waiting down,
Yeah.
receives it.
Yeah.
So everyone else give me a climb check, aside from Kudu.
Can I just take 10 on
There
this climb
goes
check?
nothing. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I want to take 10 as well. I have a minus
I can
Sure, you
two,
guys can take 10.
so-
Is your rope still knotted? I mean, probably is, yeah. Takes time to do that.
Well, there's nothing like pressuring you guys, so yeah, you can take 10.
Okay,
Sweet.
we'll take 10 and get
All
down.
right.
Eventually we get down.
Yeah, let me move you guys to the courtyard.
I hope this is the one I'm thinking of. Is this the horse courtyard?
Oh shit, where'd I leave my puppy?
Or the unicorn courtyard?
It just walked off. Don't worry about it. Just let it down.
Oh no, the token
It's lost in the
disappeared.
fog somewhere. Oh no.
Oh, I found it. Hey, it's right here next to me. That's what I thought. And we'll go to Xandalus's office, not Lysandra's office, like through these doors the long way around so we don't have to deal with the cultists.
Yeah.
All right, you guys will be ending up back at the church, the chapel.
Yeah, we will.
Give me a moment. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Sweet. No
During
more
that whole
horsey
fight,
noises.
I was like, should I heal Pilgrim? Should I heal him? Should I heal him? I was like, no, but you're setting up for the true strike. Just do it.
This is all I remember. I knocked him prone.
The
I
Bible
missed.
came true
I was
in
out,
the
I was
end.
out, I was out. I knocked him prone.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole fight, my guy was setting up for one attack.
Yeah.
I was just like,
I shot him really hard twice.
Kudu couldn't figure out why
Nope,
you guys
this
went
is
and
like
helped
League of
her.
Legends, right? Last hitting gets all of the gold.
Oh, actually, there is a killing blow feat, so like you do get a lot of benefits for making the killing blow. I don't know if that's the terms to find it.
Gunslingers get grit point back if they get the killing blow.
Brutal
or like at least
coup
the
de
one that draws them to
grace.
0.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Raging death blow. Yeah. Ew. Ghouls. Oh. Right. Ghouls. Dead ghouls. Knock knock. Password the same.
Yep. And they will let you in. But they're immediately curious about the guy that you have with you.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
this
And Winter inquires about, what news.
this man is the one known as Xandalus.
She looks at him and she gasps and confirms that, like, yeah, that I think that is him. That matches what I've heard described of him. You beat him.
He was very hostile when we tried talking to him.
She says, what of the cult? Has it disbanded?
No,
We haven't gone by
I don't
there
think
yet.
so. We haven't gone there. We were
The mist.
we avoided
The
them,
mist, though.
but the mist seems to be
Mm.
clearing.
She looks very surprised and she says, I'll have to check it out for myself then. I want to trust you and feel relief.
It looked thinner, but perhaps another set of eyes can confirm.
She says if that's the case then, and you have Xandalus, then there are people that we need to go and free from the cult.
Yes, we have that and a few other loose ends that still need to be answered. I don't really know what happened here yet.
And we need to figure
She
out a
says
way to
that
free Lysandro.
she says that there haven't been too many disruptions here at the chapel. They haven't seen a ghoul or a doppelganger in a long time, and the eerie noises have also, yeah, kind of stopped recently. So she asks if you're going to go to Lysandro's office.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yes.
All right. She says she's
And
going to
then we'll deal
accompany
with the
you
cult.
Okay.
Okay.
to check things out, at
What should
least
we
like
do with
through the main doors.
We'll
what should we
keep-
do with
keep
Xandalus? I
bringing
think
them.
he's dangerous still.
We keep him with us.
Yeah, we're gonna bring Xandalus along with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing that we can't carry.
Okay. She tells
Sister
everyone at the
Maria
chapel
is
that
a
she
strong.
will be back soon. Right. You guys can go through here. And she's going to check for herself about the mist. And she says that the mist does look like it's receding. And hopefully before long it'll be fully gone. Alright?
And we're gonna head towards
You guys go through
Lysandra's
the library?
office. Yeah, go through the library towards Lysandra's office. I suggest that we start trying to perform the ritual to help Lissandro escape from the dream world, expunge dreams and nightmares.
Jane agrees right away.
Cormac will nod.
Okay. Winter asks, have you guys looked through Dr. Lissandro's office thoroughly before?
I believe we have.
Is there something
She
particular?
says, did you see any of her records or personal notes?
Yeah. And I'm going to sense motive on Winter.
I'm with you on that.
What are you trying to sense?
If
Ulterior
she's trying
motives.
to bamboozle us,
You don't know. She does ask
uh,
you, if there's anything still here, she's gonna go through them, and if you have anything of her journals or notes, she would like to see them.
What are you looking for?
She says, well, since I was sent here on behalf of the royal accusers, there was something I was supposed to look into here before all of this went to hell. She says that we had reason to believe that there was some suspicious business going on in this asylum.
Well, there certainly was.
She says, certainly not like this. At least I wasn't expecting this.
Alright, well, I don't object to her doing that. Do I have any? I don't know if I have anything on me, though, that...
sure, I'll share Lissandro's journal.
Okay, she thanks you, and she's gonna go sit down at a desk and start pouring through it. Alright, and you guys
She
still
can
have
jump to
Xandalos
her
with you?
own conclusions.
Yeah, I say we start doing the ritual, or
I can
try to figure out if we get
use that.
freer.
Alright, so you're gonna try performing the ritual?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alright, everybody, this is something new for you guys all as players, but that will take a bit of limelight here in this AP. You're all about to perform an occult ritual.
Yay!
Okay.
I don't know why. Do I have to?
This
Yay,
ritual
Tommy.
is going to require 4 skill checks. Or it's going to have a maximum of 4 skill checks. The way occult rituals work are you need to succeed at least, I think, half of them. Now,
it's a skill test.
someone is going to
Yeah,
be
so
the
it's like a skill
main
challenge.
ritual performer guy. You guys can nominate who that is. The knowledges or the skill checks involved in this are going to be heal or knowledge planes.
Well, I've got a
My
+6 in
knowledge
heal, but I
planes
don't
is
have
at
planes.
9.
I got knowledge planes, but mine's at 7.
My
So,
heal's at
sister?
7.
I would nominate Sister to run it then.
Yeah, system seems like fun.
Sister will, I guess, be the main person doing this ritual?
Okay.
Well, she wants to be
Strange.
the unofficial doctor, right?
How does Jesus feel about this?
Sister is obviously exercising the bad dreams out of Dr. Lissandro.
Okay, yeah.
I love it.
That works. That works.
Jesus would feel fine about this.
Now, this ritual also allows up to 4 secondary casters. So anybody who has the skill that the primary caster is going to be using can perform aid checks to increase the success chance of the ritual.
Well, I
Alright,
can
I'm
do
definitely
that.
helping.
Then I will help Winter look through stuff, I guess, since I don't have planes.
She tells you that
Or
she's fine
heal.
on her own. That she tells you she doesn't
Oh,
need
does nobody
any
else
help. That
have
this is
knowledge
private
planes?
business.
I have knowledge planes.
So it's just gonna be
Okay, it's more
Fingrim
than
and
half the
Sister?
skill checks are successful.
We have multiple people that have heal check. That's the other one.
I do not have heal trained.
It doesn't need to be trained, but I only
I've
have a
got
plus
heal
2.
at +6.
Yeah, the primary caster is using heal, then everybody else who's secondary also needs to use heal.
I see.
Or
So whether you're doing
planes.
heal
We have
or
more heal
planes, you need to
users,
use
but
it.
higher in planes.
So if they roll a planes, we can all
Do you
assist
need
with
to
a
be-
heal?
Do you need to be
No, you need to use
trained in the
planes.
skill to assist in this ritual?
Do you need to be trained?
I mean, technically, aiding is a DC 10, and theoretically, you can make knowledge checks untrained
No, you actually
up to
don't need to
DC
be
10.
trained.
So actually, I think everyone else could join in and do an untrained knowledge planes since it's only a DC 10 to aid. If it was DC 11, they couldn't. But aiding is DC 10. So, in that sense, theoretically, you should be fine.
Yeah, you don't actually need to be trained. It says here that it's possible for people lacking the ability to cast spells or like stuff like that to assist in rituals.
Okay, then we'll do the knowledge planes. And
Yeah.
we shall all contribute. Sister Maria will be the main
All right.
caster of this ritual.
Here's my attempt to aid. Most likely, I'll be able to aid. Yep. I succeed. You'll
And
have a
here
+2
is
from
my
me.
knowledge planes.
It's actually not a +2. This is
No,
going
it's
to be
something different.
+1.
Okay, well, whatever. I succeeded in my untrained DC 10 check. It doesn't look like Kudu and Cormac did. But maybe Jane will? Or is it only 4 people total?
No, it can be 4 secondary casters, so yeah. Basically all 5
So
of you
Jane
can
could
get in
help
on
as
it.
well. Yeah. With an untrained knowledge planes for DC 10. Is Eric even there?
I'm here. Okay.
If you don't have ranks, then you can just make an int check.
Okay. Yeah, the only knowledge I have ranks in is religion.
Yeah, but it's DC 10, so you can make it untrained.
Oh. My int is +0. This'll be fun.
Yeah, 50-50 chance of hitting the DC 10.
Hey!
There you go.
Okay, so let's see. There's a couple variables I need to take into account here. So Mantis already rolled the check.
That's correct. I hit
Yeah,
23.
Okay.
Unmodified.
So you're getting +1 from Fingrim, +1 from Jane. You are a caster, so that also gives you a +1. Okay. So you have one success. I need one more.
One more
Okie dokie.
success?
Yeah,
Or
one
one more
more
check?
success.
Yeah, one more success, or one more check from my primary cast, because it has to succeed.
Ooh.
You have to succeed at more than half the number of checks you get for it.
So just the primary? Like you don't need me to roll?
I think his secondary casters get to roll again.
Okay.
Kudu?
Oh, the same thing?
Yeah. It's 1, 2, 3. That's not high enough this time. You have one
Darn it.
fail and one success. You can roll one more time.
Alright. Third time's a try.
And each check is 10 minutes in length.
Oof.
Cormac and Kudu are like, this is stupid. Nothing's happening.
I got it last time,
Fingram,
but
and Sister Maria?
Yep.
Okay, so it's one from Fingram, one from Jane, and one from Sister Maria being a caster. So 25. Okay. So, this is what happens. First of all, okay. Okay, first of all, what you see is that this viscous physical substance begins to boil forth from Lissandro's mouth and nose. And it like cuts off the whatchamacallit, like the rainbowy haze that's flowing out of her. And it congeals into an inert coal-like lump of just like dead stuff that she gags up.
Ew.
And she like slumps over unconscious. But she is no longer spewing all this proto matter out.
Is she still alive?
You can check her.
I'll ask people. Is like
Kudu
is
stops
I'll
doing
try
the
and
ritual.
check.
And she's like, oh shit, it worked.
oh, sorry, I didn't mean to press handle.
Sister Maria, you'd think even with a 6, like you can tell that yes, she is alive. She's just unconscious. Like she's sleeping.
Okay. I guess I'll try and wake her up.
Okay, you do. You rouse her from her sleep. And she opens her eyes and yawns, and she begins to stretch her body, and she groans painfully. But when she sees you, she jumps with a startle and exclaims, What's going on?"
Doctor, I have cured your disease.
You, is that Maria?
Indeed, doctor. You were in a coma for many days.
She gets up and like brushes you like off of her, and she sees Xandalus and exclaims like his name, like, what is he doing here? What's happened?
Much has happened. I believe that an ill-fated experiment took place here. The
She says, "Dear
asylum was
gods."
Hmm?
She says, "Dear gods, what the last thing I remember is performing a medical procedure."
On who?
She says that she had successfully uh, cured Xandalus of his nightmares.
Oh?
Oh, really?
But things feel hazy after that. She says, I remember shaking and something like an earthquake.
Yes, that indeed did happen.
She looks around at like the kind of disrepair, but around her office, but it's still mostly intact. She says, "How long have I been out?"
Mm, at
I
least a
don't
week.
know.
She says, "Where's everybody else?"
Around.
Half of them are worshipping a cult of false gods. Half of them are dead. And the other remaining are being kept in the chapel that Winter was taking care of. Pretty much normal.
Winter, who's Winter?
I point out the
Winter can
cleric.
speak for herself.
She just looks up, and you guys can give me a perception.
Oh.
Mantis, you notice that the journal that you gave Winter is gone.
Winter's been the big bad guy all along.
And Winter says, "We only met briefly, Doctor." She says, "I'm from the Church of Pharasma."
Well, that sounds medical.
And Lysandro simply nods. And she says, "I feel like I've been trapped in my dream."
Cormac will speak up. I was there with you at one point.
She says, "This won't do. I need to find the others. And
Which others are
get
you
things back
looking
in order.
for?
My fellow colleague."
I believe there is one who, and some of the nurses. Yes, I believe they are who are left. Maybe some of the orderlies.
What do you mean?
Well, there was an earthquake.
This strange mist with
An earthquake, to say the least. The earthquake was the least of the problems of this place.
Oh, and there was the joining of this place to the dream realm.
this minor
She
detail,
shakes, she
of
shakes her
course.
head, and it looks like she doesn't believe.
That is because you believe in false gods.
She says,
Wow.
I don't know how this happened, but I need to find everyone else. And she looks at you four, and you all need to go back to your room.
I don't believe
No
That
that
guy
thanks.
just
happening.
laughs. My guy seriously
Excuse
just
me?
busts up laughing. Like you ever done ordering? Well, you never ordered meat around. At least not that I remember. But you're not gonna be able to do this time.
She says, excuse me.
Take a look at your asylum and then decide what you want to do.
Oh yeah, the place
The
is
patients
kinda
are running the
falling
asylum.
apart. There's a bunch of dead ghouls all over the floors.
I don't even think my room is intact anymore.
I do not believe it would be good for you to fully inspect the rest of this asylum, seeing as you are now my patient, Dr. Lissandro.
She starts to get like upset, and she tells you all to get out of her office.
Hmm.
In the wake of what's happened, I need to get everything back in order.
Good luck.
I'll drag Xandalis over, and I say that we should maybe disband this cult.
She tells you to leave him.
Nope, we're
That
Jane
going to
reloads
drag
her
he is
pistol.
under
Xandalis.
her care.
Nope, we're taking him.
And like she looks
Yeah.
like more closely at him, and she says, "Dear gods, what's happened to him?" She,
I
like,
don't
tries to
know.
like push past you, like to examine him.
No.
After reloading
This is
her
my
pistol,
patient.
Jane
Stay
slowly
back.
hides it behind her back.
She seems really frantic.
She says, "What's happened?" He
I didn't put
She looks
holes
at
in
you.
him.
Did
What are
you
you
do this?
talking about?
He is mentally unstable. We needed to restrain him.
He put all those patient robes on himself. We found them like that.
And perhaps possessed by something you conjured from the dream world.
Yeah, good job,
I mean,
Dad.
that makes sense.
She stammers and says, "I've heard enough of this."
Oh shit. Did Winter hear you say that?
What?
I think Winter is going off and going to investigate the Count. But I'm not saying this aloud, this is just Mantis thinking.
Elijah tells you all that she's keeping Xandalis here, and that you all need to leave.
I already am trying to intimidate her to say that no, this
Oh,
is my patient and I will take custody of him.
okay. In that case, yes, she does look very intimidated by you all of a sudden, and she steps away.
Cormac will say, this isn't the asylum that you left. This asylum is broken. We're not the enemy. We saved you. We pulled you out of your trapped state. Or Sister Maria did.
Indeed, I cured you of your illness.
She like holds her head and shakes it and says, "You say you saved me, but," she says, "you're all deluded. You're in here for a reason. You can't remember who you are, and now you threaten to take away my livelihood."
That doesn't make me deluded.
Your livelihood has already been taken away by others. If you want, we'll escort you so you can see.
She looks around and uh like she checks like through this open door at how like empty everything is. And she just kind of like walks over and sits down behind her desk. And looks like she's looking for something in her desk.
Oh. Is it the something we already found?
Probably.
And at this point, Winter gets up and starts to walk out
Oh, wait, no. Where are you going?
Winter, where
stealthily.
you go?
I don't think I.
Shit. Do we have to shackle everybody? This place is out of control.
I am follow.
Well, oh, we're following
This place
Winter
is
now?
insane.
No, well, he is, I guess.
I guess we're
I'll
splitting
go
the
with
party.
Cormac.
Alright, I'll stay here.
Okay.
He'll ask her where she's going.
She doesn't say anything. She goes to the library. And she sits down here at this table.
I guess I'll bring Xandalis and I'll follow her. And I'll say what. I'll ask the party. I think we should, or I'll say to the party, I think we should disband the cult.
Yes,
We have
there's
proof that.
and that other doctor is still stuck with them.
Kudu, are you staying there? Or are you coming along?
God damn it, you guys. Why are you doing this? You're gonna just... No, I stay here.
Okay.
He sees that Winter's like sitting down.
Not everybody
He
should
might-
split. Please don't do this.
I'll
Well, he
I'll
saw
be
that she
halfway
stopped.
down the hall, asking them. I'll keep Kudu in sight.
Because, I mean, I could just leave this room and let her go wherever she wants if you want. I mean... But I'm not... I don't know. Jeez.
Okay, what's everybody doing?
I followed Cormac and Jane, I guess. Although Cormac's like up there now. I don't know.
He was just seeing where Winter was going. She sat down in the library. It's not like she kept going. I think she
Okay,
was
well,
just
you're
trying
going
to
back.
get-
I'll leave too. But
Yeah, he's going back. I think Winter was just trying to get like a quiet room.
She tells you that yeah, she just wants to do some reading.
If I can hear that, I'm going to try to sense motive.
Sure.
I guess I'll try it.
You definitely think she's interested in something. And same with you, Cormac. Do you think she's trying to hide from Lysandra?
Okay.
Sandra's probably under investigation.
Especially
I
if
think she
she's
should
read the
be.
journal.
Probably.
She's
first,
acting
I think
weird.
she had something to do. Well, she had something to do with this mess.
I moved back
Indeed.
into the office.
But yes, they have that other doctor that helped us, and it's stuck with the cultists.
And as far as like Kudu, in this office, like she's looking around like through her desk and she keeps checking it, And it looks like she's growing a little bit more frustrated, like she can't find something.
Yeah, I just watch.
I say we.
Sister Maria, where do you have Chains of Night on you?
Indeed.
Can I see it for the moment?
We're outside of Lyssandra's office, right? I'll
Yes.
show it to Fingrim.
I think she might be looking for it.
I think
want
we
to
should
see
keep
her
it
reaction.
ourselves.
Oh, I'd agree, but I'm curious. Should we, perhaps, maybe it's better she doesn't know we have it, but... Perhaps we can get more answers.
Can see how she reacts.
But yeah, she
That's
goes
what I
to
was
another
thinking.
desk to check that desk.
I was thinking it might make sense just to carry it over and be like, are you looking for something?
She's like, no, not that.
I mean, maybe, but...
Where's my chocolate bar? Who ate my chocolate bar?
We all.
That's
we also
Amber.
we
Oh,
also
that's
took her
Amber.
journal from the desk. Her journal was in the desk as well.
You know what? I'll just go and I'll ask her what she's looking for.
My guy goes back to sleep.
She says something that belonged to me. Why? Do you know something about it?
You have to be
You
more
have to be more
specific than
specific.
that.
She asks and she says, how long have you guys been running freely through the asylum?
Long enough, I suppose.
Long enough to know I'm awesome.
As long as I can remember.
Long enough to know who dropped us off here.
That is true, as long as I can remember.
She looks at you and says, Maria, the rest of you, you all know that you're not allowed in my office.
I do not remember being told
mean-
that I cannot enter your office.
We could have left you the way you were. Or is that what you wanted?
Look,
She says, I don't
Doctor,
know what
I helped you
happened to
escape.
me, and I thank you for that. But if you're hiding anything from me that is mine,
I mean, how would I know if it's what it is and then it's yours if you don't tell me what you're looking for? Clearly, there's something specific.
she takes a moment to compose herself, and she says, I'm looking for a book. Would you know anything about it?
Oh, is it the one you
She says, it's a very
confiscated?
important looking book.
Oh wait, no.
Is it this book? And Sister Maria shows her the Bible. This book is very useful.
She
It
rolls
doesn't
her
have any
eyes.
answers.
There's a whole room of books.
This is true.
She says, this book was very particular, and I carried it around very often. She says, this book is very special to me.
Cormac might be a smartass and be like, if you guys, this is out of character, but I want to say, how do you think we got you out of the ritual? Or out of the dream world? Like, she's not putting two and two together.
Yeah.
Do you
He
say that?
doesn't say anything, though. No, he doesn't say anything. I was just saying that out of character. It's kind of funny. She's not putting two and two together.
Well, if you tell us what this book looks like, perhaps we can help you find it.
She describes an ornate book, and that on the inside it has medical diagrams of the brain and other stuff. Basically, she's describing the chain of night. And she asks, have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it, but if I find it, I'll let you know.
She squints at you and then sighs.
Perhaps one of the
She's-
cultists took it. They were ransacking through the rest of the asylum.
She says, "You cultists, you keep talking about these cultists. What's really going on?"
We could show you. It's in the other room.
Xandalus grew a following.
Xandalus.
Yeah. Pretty
Or whoever was
Kept a close
controlling
eye on
him.
Xandalus.
Well, you weren't active for a week, so you can't really keep a close eye on him.
She still says that Xandalus would do no such thing, especially under lock and observation.
You know what? Sister Maria is going to go through the rotations of detecting alignment on this doctor.
Of everything?
Yep.
Okay. You're detecting that she's lawful.
That is a step in the right direction.
But you don't know if it's lawful evil or lawful good.
Well, I can't detect neutral, so if she is not detecting any other alignment,
That's correct.
then we know her alignment.
She says, "Fine, I'll go with you. Like, take me to any of the other doctors or orderlies."
There is one doctor undercover with the cultists.
Well, we could take
Undercover
her to
who?
the chapel to show her what's happened.
What did he say his name was again?
Ren Elborn.
Instead of
That's
take her
right.
to where we might have a fight, we could take her to the chapel where she could talk to like the nurses and stuff.
Maybe she'll be useful. She could syringe them or scalpel them.
Okay,
Oh,
do you
God.
tell her the name of the guy?
Yeah, Ren Elborn.
She gives you a look and she says, "Now I know you're lying."
Oh, wait, what?
Why is that?
She says, "Ren Elborn isn't a doctor."
Oh, well, he certainly is acting like one.
Well, he claimed to be.
He said he was a doctor, at least.
Did he put you up to this?
Who is this Ren?
Who is Ren Elborn?
Yeah, what do you know about him?
That rich socialite?
Oh my god.
She lying?
No, you don't think so.
Well, perhaps he managed to survive by pretending he was a doctor.
She says, "He's pretending to be a doctor."
It might have been the only way you survived. But
And she's asking that like with a question mark at the end.
for all we know, he could have been a doctor. We don't remember.
I don't think he's doing doctor things. I think he's just wearing the word.
I think he has taken the Hippocratic Oath quite seriously. He has not done harm.
She says, "I definitely need to have a talk to Ren."
Okay, we can take you to where he is, but be wary. Some of these people may not be remarkably friendly. I will try and talk them down.
She says, "Fine." And on the way, she does tell you that Ren Elborn is actually a patient here, although he's not much of a patient. She said he was sent here
What?
by his family.
That's hilarious.
So they were trying to get
Whatever,
rid of
he
him?
helped. I don't really care. He helped us out, so.
She tells you, Kudu. Well, his family admitted him under self-abuse and refusal to wed. They're mainly embarrassed of him.
Right. Right. Does
wait,
the
I'm not in the room.
confiscated
Ah!
book just happen to belong to him?
She says the book I'm looking for belongs to me.
No.
No one else.
She's looking at sister, like the confiscated book.
Oh, yeah. I don't think
Not
so.
in the room.
Are you sure?
Alright. We gonna take her over there?
Yeah, we'll take her over
Sure.
there.
Are you bringing? Is Jane and? Are you guys bringing Xandalis with?
And the
Yeah,
little
we're
dog
bringing
too.
And the
Yeah,
little dog
clearly.
too.
We have a circus.
Cormac's gonna have his greatsword ready, just in case.
But yeah, she tells
Oh,
you
someone
that
came and got me? Good.
the Elborns mainly gave uh mainly gave the asylum generous donations to keep him here, even though they were trying to find ways to get rid of him. Because
Oh,
it
what's
seemed
your
like
reaction to
he
the
was just
dead
kind
lady?
of taking like.
Jane looks at Muriel over there and sighs sadly.
Okay, when you guys get out to like this part, like that's kind of when um Elijah Lissandro's like story cuts off, and she sees like this scene, and she just like gasps, like, and her back hits a wall, and she's like
I did in
stunned in like silent fright.
I did inform you that it would be best for your mental health that my patient did not observe this, Dr. Lissandro. As
And
you
like
are my
when you say
patient, I
that,
take
like
this job very
she
seriously.
covers her mouth, but like you can hear her like screaming loudly.
I will attempt to calm her down by giving her some calming sermons from the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
She looks very distressed.
I see they're not used to war zones.
And she like pushes past Kudu and like runs back to her office. And you can hear like the sound of like a door like shutting.
Well, I mean, at least we have her book. Should we just leave her? Go deal with these cultists anyways? Now that we know he's not a doctor?
Yeah, it's okay.
We could also just.
He
get
was a
rid of
better
all of-
doctor than she was.
Well, we could take her to the chapel.
Certainly nicer.
Because we're all pretty. Well, at least Cormac's pretty hurt.
And
I don't have any. I mean, it's up to you.
So we're going without her then?
I'm not going after her.
Are you guys? You're bringing Xandalis with you, right?
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
we're doing that, but are we actually just gonna leave like Lissandro behind, or are we gonna go back and try to get her to come with us again?
Yeah, I guess we can.
I think
My
she'll
guy
be
kind of-
more distressed. She doesn't need more sanity damage.
Alright.
She was kind of the one that activated all this. Well, at least that's what we think. She didn't believe us before.
And how are you guys transporting Xandalis? Are you guys like making him walk, or somebody carrying him, or are you dragging him, or what's going on?
A combination between the last two, dragging/carrying.
Okay. So his hands and his feet are bound.
Indeed.
Okay. I'm guessing somebody strong is doing it, like Cormac. So you guys walk in?
Sure.
What could go wrong? I'm going to intimidate them into surrendering.
Okay. You guys walk in. And many heads start to turn. But the moment they see, like, you with Xandalus, there's, like, a multitude of, like, cries and screams. Some people shouting, blasphemy! And then someone, like, other people shouting, like, what are we gonna do? And other people are shouting, run!
And I say, your God has forsaken you. This is the evidence. But the Lord is merciful. He will give you this chance to forgive your sin. Put down your arms. And put down your beliefs in Xandalus and his false deities.
Okay. So, like, there's a bunch of people that just, like, it gets chaos. Like, they start running around, and some of these guys are, like, the guys who do have weapons, like, do put them down. They seem pretty intimidated by you. But other people are either, like, running for doors, like, even, like, running past you guys for these doors. But yeah, it's a mess. Like, everyone's just scattering. Some people are, like, staying there, and it's mostly the people who, like, can't really, like, move a whole lot because they're injured.
Right.
But Ren Elborn, like, shows up to observe the mess and the chaos. And he does try to, like, help you by basically saying stuff along the lines that you're saying, but more like, you know, like the false prophet has fallen. So he does his best to try and break up the cult. And this is going to go on for a while. But basically, you have dispersed the cult.
Hooray!
And he looks at you all very gratefully, and he says, "Oh my God, I never thought we'd get out of this alive." He says, "Please tell me that the fog outside is gone."
Yeah.
I
seems to
believe
be
it is
dispersing.
diminishing. It should be nearly gone by now.
Great.
It's like
great.
dark at
Then
this
we'll-
point, though, right?
We can help escort anyone who needs help outside of the asylum as soon as the fog is lifted.
I'm hoping they'll be gone by tomorrow morning.
Indeed. You seem like a much better doctor than most of the others, even though you are not.
Alright, guys.
He takes the compliment.
Have fun.
Thanks, Derek. Take care.
Shouldn't be this way
See.
next week. See you
He
next time.
seems to accept the compliment, like when you give it to him first, but when you say the latter part, he blinks at you and says, "What would make you doubt my credentials?"
Well, it's possibly just slander.
It is okay that you do not wish to seek marriage.
We've heard
He
from...
like blushes and from embarrassment, and he says, "Who told you that?"
Dr.
One of the other
Lysandra.
doctors here, who I cured.
He says, "There's someone else alive?"
Yes, it was Dr. Lysandro.
he starts to take off the doctor's coat, and like he tosses it, and he says, "Look, just it doesn't matter what I said. It matters what I did."
Indeed, which is why I congratulated you.
Well, at any rate, I don't think there's any reason to stay here.
Agreed.
Cormac will step up to him.
I will pick up his doctor's coat and put it on.
He'll step up to
He
him and
says,
like
"Sure, you can have
pat
it."
him on the back.
He looks much frailer than you, Cormac. He doesn't look nearly as strong.
Oh yeah. I just like pat him on the back, like it's all good.
Yeah, he
You
makes
help
like that
us.
oof sound.
You helped us get up there, up to the second story.
Well, you helped me and a lot of other people. So for that, I'm grateful. Just I'd rather not get on Lissandra's bad side. I didn't even know she was still alive.
Yeah, she certainly has a bad side, doesn't she?
She was
She
trapped
tried.
in some sort of dream state, and she's not in the best mental state, you might say.
She tried ordering us to our rooms. It's kind of funny.
That don't exist. Yeah.
She
What do you mean?
And she-
What do you mean she's been asleep?
also she did not take seeing the state of the asylum when she exited her office very well.
She was like the other, the smoke spewers, but she was doing something other type of color.
He kind of like drops the subject for a moment, and he says, "What are you gonna do about Xandalith?"
I don't know yet.
I don't know. Perhaps we should try the ritual again to remove his dreams from
Ritual?
the state.
What ritual?
The ritual we did to recover Lissandra.
You performed
Yes.
some ritual?
I think, and I think they did too.
If
Well, I'd
Winter
rather
says-
not.
Winter is who she says she is, maybe we should let her decide what to do with him.
She says he says, honestly, Xandalus has done some pretty terrible things. I'm surprised that you let him live.
I do not believe it was Xandalus who was doing these things, merely his body being puppeted by some stronger power.
He says, like, what?
I don't even know if that's
That I
true
do not
either,
know.
but I do agree that it was a hard decision. I believe he's still dangerous.
He says, well, I just want to have a night of rest. I am very tired, and the quicker I can get away from this place and all of its nightmares, the better.
Well, we will take you to a place that has normal people.
He says, well, I'm heading for Thrushmore. That's the closest city to this place.
Are
I
we
believe
not
we'll be
on
heading there
island?
as well.
Yeah, there
Maybe
should
in
be
the
a
morning.
dock and boats nearby. That's how people get to Briarstone Island.
Maybe in the morning. I don't know if the mist is cleared up all the way.
Are you skilled with boats, Sir Ren
There might be
Elgorn?
other stuff.
He says, well, I mean, I dabbled. I can row a boat, certainly.
Is he trying to talk himself up? Has he any experience with boats?
It doesn't sound like he's trying to deceive you, just he said.
I like
says
I like how
he's
Sister
common.
Maria's name changed to Dr. Sister Maria.
I think there's an abbreviation for sister, actually. Anyway, Yeah, he says, well, whatever you're gonna do with Xandalus, you know, just make sure he doesn't do anything dangerous. He says I never liked the way that he looked at people the few times I have seen him. He's always had a crazy look. But he's just gonna go
Xandalus?
around his... Yeah, he says Xandalus. He says that Xandalus has always looked crazy to him. He says, wait a minute.
Indeed.
What happened to the bag lady?
The bag lady? She's upstairs.
Is she dead?
I don't think so.
Disabled.
Knocked her out conscious. She may have woken by now, but she was not very nice.
He says, oh my gosh, why haven't you dispatched her? She's the most dangerous patient here.
She's still a patient. We're not gonna kill.
He points at like the people that are like on the walls with bags on their heads, like and he says she did that.
Well, she should be in no condition.
Well, we
to
can
do
go
that
upstairs
again.
and see if she is still there.
He says there's no place that can help the bag lady. I'm pretty sure the world would be better off without her.
That was a terrible thing for our doctor to say.
He says, well, good thing I'm not a doctor.
Did we have like a journal entry for her?
Yeah,
I
we
don't
think we
believe
did.
so. Oh, we did?
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
we
it's
did.
there. There's a patient
basically
record.
fit old lady, basically.
Yeah, Agra Loomis.
Oh, there
Continues
it
to
is,
be in
bag
peak
lady.
physical conditions despite of nature's attempt at fixing its mistake. The bag lady remains antisocial, of extremely hostile temperament, and therapy has provided negative or has proved negative in attempts for psychoanalysis. Yeah, whatever. So she was Brick Wartooth, whoever the hell that is, was her doctor.
Sounds like an orc name.
Anyways, what do you guys do?
I mean, I guess we
Should
could
we
go
go
check on
try
the
and
bag
deal
lady.
with the bag lady? Or should we try and get off of this island?
But I think we're gonna stay the night at the cathedral or the chapel, or whatever, and then
I
probably.
say
I
we don't worry
agree.
about the bag lady.
We could also, like, I don't know if we want to continue researching at the library or not, but
You could.
because I know we could do that still, but like the next day. But I don't know if we're gonna bother or not. If we're just gonna get off the island just because we can.
I say we go to
I
the
believe
chapel
we
and
should
see what
consult
happens
with
there.
Winters.
You're gonna go consult Winter?
Yeah. What do we do with the bag lady? Are we just gonna leave her up there for now? Like, do we care?
Yeah, not really. I don't care. We should probably bring.
I
Dr.
kind of care,
Lysandra.
but...
She might
She is
just
not
die
my
on her
patient.
own if we leave her there. I mean, maybe one of the orderlies can go get her, like fetch her if they want to.
I want to try to bring Dr. Lysandra with us. That way she's not by herself out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
Okay.
do we pass through
No,
her
no,
office
no.
on the
We
way
want
here?
to talk to Winter without Lysandro at first.
Hold on, let me move you guys back here.
Wait, wait, wait. party. We definitely want to talk to Winter without seeing Dr. Lissandro first. Because we know that Winters is trying to hide something from her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you
I guess we could
ping
do
us
that.
to where we are?
Yeah, you guys
we
are right
could do
here.
that. I guess I'll go talk to Winter first.
You guys gonna go talk to Winter?
But I'm pretty
Okay.
sure we'd be passing through her office to get to her.
Well, you could go that
Well-
way. You could go the other way.
We could also go
we could
around
just go the
through
other way.
through the chapel.
Or we could go down, like, outside through along this
Yeah,
path.
down this.
Yep. Especially if the fog's clearing up. So yeah, that's true too.
And yeah, when you guys walk out, you guys can see that the fog is clearing up. That it's probably gonna
Yeah.
be gone entirely by the morrow.
Yeah. It's probably like night as well, but.
Mm-hmm.
So we spent like 8 hours at the beginning of the day. Oh, we've done a lot of stuff since then.
Okay. Yep. Winter's here. And she greets you.
Greetings again.
She says, making the round.
Yes.
The cult has been dispersed.
Good. Is there anyone who is still there that we can rescue?
There... Wait, what happened to, Ren?
Oh,
I
did
thought
you want
we
him to
were
follow
bringing
you?
him with us.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, then in that case, Ren, if you invite him with you, then yeah, he follows you. But he's also bringing in like the like 24 other people
Yeah, that's fine.
with him,
Okay.
since like he's assuming that you're going back to the chapel where the other survivors are.
Mhm.
Right. So yeah, we brought some
And,
survivors. There
She
was
says
a
that's good.
Might tell him the way outside, like out in the entrance.
Ren? Oh, sure. She says good. We can evacuate tomorrow morning.
there's some dangerous patients as well. That perhaps I don't know if the orderlies want, or if it'll be too much trouble. I suppose I'll
She
have
says,
to-
well, if anyone's going to be troublesome and doesn't want to leave, then we're not going to make them. It's not my desire to give trouble to the people who want to leave.
Right.
He'll
But
also say,
yes, what other news?
there's also the doctor. She doesn't.
I'm going to come closer to Winter and whisper. And I am going to ask her, is Dr. Lissandro under investigation?
She tells you back plainly, not like loudly, but she tells you that, well, this whole asylum is under investigation. But the journal that you've recovered here is giving me the information that I was looking for, and proves the suspicions of the royal accusers.
Does it have to do with, oh, what's his name? The
Count Azerton.
She says, yes, the very same. The fourth.
Indeed.
Yes, she says, between us, because I trust you, and maybe you can help us in this investigation. This man, Count Hazerton Lowles the Fourth, has been under investigation for a while, and, well, his activity and interest in the asylum has been very suspicious.
Cormac will say
I-
he was the one that brought us here.
Indeed. Although we
She
have
says,
no
well,
memory of
see,
this.
that's the thing. I tried questioning you all, but you all had amnesia.
The only reason why we were able to find out is through our records.
Yeah, we still kind of have amnesia.
She says, well, there's not much I can do about that.
Although it has not been persistent for new memories can still form.
She says, maybe if you were to accompany me to Thrushmore, we can have a talk with one of my superiors. She says, there's certainly the issue of reward and compensation for your help here, because without you, we probably wouldn't have been able to make it this far. I am certainly in your debt.
What do you advise we do with Xandalis? We believe he still may be dangerous, but I am unsure how to cure him.
Well, Lowell seemed to have an interest particularly in him, so if we could question him, we might be able to get some answers from him. But if he's insane, then, well, it's not going to be much help.
Perhaps we should question him after we return to Thrushmore.
But she says,
Where
I
there will
do
be tighter
mean
security.
to interrogate Lysandro. In fact, I'm likely going to be bringing her to Thrushmore for interrogation.
Good.
I'm not sure she would want to go willingly. She is not in the best state of mind.
She says, don't worry, I have experience with people who don't want to go willingly.
I'm glad to hear it.
Indeed, but see, she is not harmed too much, as I have taken her under my care as my patient.
Perhaps
She shakes her head.
I forgot Sister Maria actually is pretty crazy.
Perhaps we should do a little bit more. Well, perhaps you could perhaps do some more research here at this library as we're preparing to leave tomorrow. Try to see if we can get some more answers. I still don't know what happened here.
Yep,
We
she
should
says, well,
probably try to secure, Dr. Lysandro.
she says, if you can do that for me, that'd be great. Although I have looked at her doors and she's shut and locked them all, I think. I think she's locked herself into her office.
We have her keys, don't we?
Or at least close the doors on her office.
Well, she may have another key. We didn't, go raid her person. We had a key that opened the door to her office.
We always break down the door too. It's not like we're trying to save that place from being broken.
We should just unlock the door to her office and tell her it's not safe.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm willing to go get her if people want to come with.
Okay.
She says, I'm gonna make my way back to the chapel and escort the others, the rest of the survivors. And she and Ran will take everyone else to the chapel.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we should fortify the library as well. Chapel would be very cramped. And
Yeah, I mean,
we'll
it
make
could
our way
support
to
a pretty
Dr.
large number
Lysandra
of
to try and
people.
persuade her.
Okay, so what do you guys do?
We're going to Dr. Lysandra to try and persuade her to go to a safe place, aka
Okay.
the chapel.
You're here at Lysandra's office door, and it is closed.
I used the keys that I had to open it the first time.
Okay, you do, and you unlock it and open it.
She's like, "How did you get in here?" I was like, we got a key."
Well, you're partly right. Like when you open it, she looks up and shouts at you to go away, leave me alone. But she looks much more distressed than before. Like she's sitting at her desk, like with her elbows like down on it, like she was holding her head.
I try to approach her calmly, and I say, Doctor, it is not safe here to be alone like this. There are others who can keep you safe during the night. Will you please come with us?
She says, "No, I'm fine here, and I don't have my book. I need my book."
Why is it that you need this book so bad?
It's just a book, right?
She says that the book was very special to me. It was a very important book, a very valuable book. I need it.
Is it more
Can I-
valuable than your life? Staying here without the book or with it may put your life in jeopardy. You should know better than this, Doctor.
She grimaces at you and she says, "Don't you understand?"
No, help us.
She says, "I think that book, what happened was because of the book.
Okay.
And I need it back."
And what would you do with the book if it was bad?
Uh, she says that she'd keep it safe.
I'm a sense mode of that.
You don't think she's lying?
Okay. Look, Doctor. What happened before... What is the last thing you remember, dreaming or not dreaming?
She says, I remember there being... Everything was shaking. And before that, it was just another day, but...
After that, in between then and now, what do you remember, Doctor?
She says the most significant thing that had happened is a few days ago, like maybe it was a week or so, we had performed, we had used the book to cure Xandalus of his nightmare.
Okay. And I remember you saying you thought you were trapped in dreams. And do you remember what I told you? That you were stuck in a coma?
She says, well, I've been having some, like, fitful sleep after that. Some weird nightmare. But nothing too serious.
And I tell her that you were stuck in the dream world and you were unable to find the exit. If there was somebody who was stuck in a dream world, how would you proceed to get them out?
She says, are you saying that you did what I did?
Indeed, Doctor. I cured you of your nightmares.
She gets up from her desk and she like slams her hands on her desk and says, where is it?
Doctor, you seem to be in a distressed mental state. I encourage that you calm down before we proceed any farther in the conversation.
She like starts walking over to you and she says that that book is more valuable than you know.
Which is why we are keeping it, to keep you and the rest of the survivors of this asylum safe. Please calm down, Doctor.
She grits her teeth and she says, no, I've done too much to get that book.
Yeah, you.
What have
Your
you done
price
to
to
get
have the
that
book
book?
was. I'll let her talk.
Why is it more important to you than your life?
She says, are you threatening me?
No, I am telling you that you are not safe here. That you should come with us.
She says, only if you give me the book.
Where's that flying creature when we need it?
What, the dog?
No, the flying creature, so it could just pick her up and
The night
fly her
tool or
off, so I
whatever.
don't have to
Oh.
worry about her anymore. Kudu's
I'm
tired
kinda
of
like,
this.
why did we wake her up? Why did we wake her up? Is what my guys
Look,
thinking.
Doctor, I am still unsure exactly what happened between the events of before my memory and now. And I believe this book had something to do with it. And I believe this book also helped me cure you from your dream. And
She says it seemed to work for Xandalus.
until he got possessed by something from the dream world. And he created a cult that wreaked havoc on this asylum.
and caused everybody to be trapped here.
Doctor, does the Mistress of Briarstone mean anything to you?
She looks at you and she says, "What are you talking about?"
This is a name that we've heard.
A supposed witch.
The witch? Don't start talking to me about fantasy fairy tale
We know how you came
stories
by
to
the book.
scare children.
Is that the witch I dreamt of?
I believe so, Kudu.
I
As you know
describe
well,
her.
Doctor, dreams can be all too real sometimes.
She says, even though this asylum has seen better days, you're still all suffering from amnesia.
I remember what I did yesterday, and the day before, and the day before.
She says, you're not well, and I need my book back.
Oh, you're not using that book for me.
You're not getting the book
Doctor.
back.
I have performed this ritual better than you have, I believe. Removing you from your dream state. I believe it is in good hands. Do you not trust me, Doctor?
She says, of course I don't. You're delusional.
I am not delusional.
She says, you think you're somebody that you're not.
My God is watching over me and has shown me a path. You are the one who is
She
deluding
says,
yourself.
don't you get it? You're crazy. You're all crazy. That's why you're here.
You're not a very good doctor.
Did I ask to be put here, Doctor?
And you have been driven mad by this book that you so love. Can't you see that?
She says, the only reason you're here is because I have that book.
We know that. The count gave you.
The only
gave us to
reason
you.
we are here is because you have that book. Why are we here, Doctor?
She says, you're very snoopy.
We've had a lot of time while you were out.
She says, yes, fine. Well, I don't know where you found it. She says, I'm sure you stole my journal too.
We found the book on Xandalus, by the way.
Xandalus, why would he have it?
Good question. We haven't really had
Do you
time to
not
ask
know
him.
this answer?
She says, that book was a generous donation. And yes, it's the reason why I agreed to take you.
Then we will take our leave and we will take the book as well. This seems like a fair bargain.
Winter did say that she's not going to spend any effort trying to bring people that do not want to leave at the expense of people that do.
She did want to interrogate her at Thrushmore, though. Out of character.
No, but we're not saying
Right,
that
I'm not
right
gonna tell
now.
her that though.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm just gonna act like, oh yeah, we
She
might just
tells
leave
you
you
that
behind.
that book is in much better hands, in the hands of somebody who is a doctor, and not you.
We have Doctor here. Dr. Sister Maria.
You are not.
I say we'll just check before we leave tomorrow. See if you're wanting to come with, perhaps. If you really want to stay here, just keep your doors locked. There may be more trouble here still.
She says, fine. Leave me to lament over my career.
This is okay. You can start a new career, I'm sure. You seem
There is
one of many
always a
talents.
change in the winds, Doctor.
I don't think
Perhaps
we should
there
just
will
let
be
her
a new career waiting for you.
stay here
She
by
points a
herself.
finger
God
at
will
you
reveal
and
your path.
wags it and says, don't you dare tell me what to do.
I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you that
Especially
there are
after
options.
all I and this asylum have done for you.
What has she done for me? Let me look at my note.
She fed you, maybe?
She closes the door on you and tells you to leave her alone.
Oh my god. She's worse than a teenager.
I'm
She
pretty
let
sure
me
she's.
have a scripture that I wrote. Uh,
I'm pretty sure she's been driven mad by the book.
yes, and the sanest person in the party obviously has the book right now.
You know,
God, I love playing somebody that's a little bit wacko.
That's good.
to tell you the truth, your guy, like how you played him, reminds me of Norman Bates.
I'm not sure that's supposed to be a compliment or not.
No, it's playing really good because it's like that borderline, like it's when he's like functional, like you know what I mean? Like it's just that like creepy, like good guy type of thing. But I say
Gotcha.
we go back to the chapel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, you guys are going back to the chapel?
Yeah.
Sure. You guys do.
Can you ping us there when we get there?
Alright, yeah, it's pretty crowded in the chapel, but
Oh boy.
Winter and everyone else who's healthy and functional is keeping everybody, like, you know, pretty well huddled together and somewhat organized. Okay, this guy's still sick. He still looks sick.
How about me? I know it hasn't been a new day yet, but
Go ahead and give me fortitude, because I don't think you've rolled for today yet.
Oh God. The ongoing ghoul fever.
Oh jeez.
I think that's actually enough. You're not feeling bad. You're feeling better.
thank God.
Okay, yep, anyway. What do you guys do?
I tell Winter what happened in our conversation with Dr. Lissandro, and
Okay,
I'm
well,
pretty tired, so I'll go to bed in my room with my cellmate.
she
And
says don't worry too much about
Eustachius.
Lissandro. If she can't get her herself, then I mean, obviously she knows people who will come for her.
Right.
that this journal is all we need to know, and that unfortunately you five were involved in some, dubious business.
Oh.
I'm gonna use
And
my
she does
last
ask
channel.
that you accompany her to Thrushmore to talk to her superiors about this.
Are you planning to talk to
Mm.
this name Lowell's? Because I
She
feel like
says,
I
well,
must.
that's a bit of an issue. The man is very difficult to get a hold of, but maybe with this we'll be able to.
I
She
feel
says,
like I need to talk to him.
yeah, I'm sure you also want to talk to him and get some answers. So maybe we can help each other.
Perhaps.
All right. So, do you guys do anything other than rest?
I
No.
channeled. I used my
I'll write in my
last
no.
channel.
journal.
Okay.
Do we level?
Well, let's see. You guys are gonna get. Let's see. For defeating Xandalus, he was CR5, so I think that's 1600 divided by. I'm gonna divide it by 4. That's 400 experience. So far, no. You guys don't level. You're a little bit off from.
We didn't get any
You guys haven't done
experience
something. You guys haven't done something else that I was expecting you to do.
and get experience for doing the ritual to free Lysandro.
I could give you some experience for that. There's actually no experience in the book that says that. It doesn't give any
okay.
experience for that, but I feel like I should because that's something that was like totally optional.
Perhaps we haven't. Well, we haven't gone outside yet.
Yeah. There is one
And
loose end here.
The lady? The old lady? Or.
No,
Xandalus himself.
Xandalus himself.
Probably, yeah.
We should probably try to perform the ritual on Xandalus tomorrow. But I am tired tonight.
Okay. So do you guys all rest?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, you guys rest.
Still kind of what the heck? Because after we ran into those doppelgangers,
But
we didn't
Sister
run into a
Maria,
single one.
before you sleep, you notice the puppy starts growling at people.
Oh, I would have taken the puppy to
Okay.
and
this
me to
room.
the different room.
The puppy's the freaking loose end.
I need to take this puppy
But
to
once
get
once
a
the
vet.
puppy is here with this guy, he looks happy at you and asks you again can I go out now, please? And the puppy doesn't hesitate to bark and growl at him. And he backs up from the bars, afraid of the dog.
You will be set free tomorrow for sure.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I am sorry I was delayed on my work. Circumstance dictated it. We were slower moving than we expected.
Says, well, that's all right. Do you have any more food?
Yes, I produce the last of my ration.
Okay. You give it to him, and he reaches out for them, and the dog also takes the opportunity to like run at the bars and like bark at him, and it does bare its teeth at him.
I'm a perception. Do the teeth look puppy size?
Yeah.
Okay. I think this dog is just, I don't know, maybe has trauma with some of the people here.
This dude in particular?
And yeah, like he's
Yeah,
very
perhaps he
afraid
beat it.
to like take the stuff from you, but he does, and he draws back very quickly. And the puppy like looks at him, almost like as if like the puppy like was like getting something like out of seeing him act this way, like it's watching him. And then it like goes up to curl up like around like near you, sleepily.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go to sleep. Puppy hasn't
Okay,
coup de
so
grace me in my sleep
everybody,
yet.
Yeah.
everybody can rest. You get your stuff. You guys haven't leveled yet, but you can heal. Yep, do your spells, and we're gonna fast forward to the next morning.
Okay.
Actually, I need to do this for Jane. Wish Derek was here to do this roll. Let's see. 6 plus his will is probably not high enough, so Jane doesn't get very much sleep. She's still having like night terrors about the things she's experienced while she was like dreaming. So she's fatigued.
It's a good thing she can just use lay on hands to get rid of that.
Oh, it doesn't fix it.
Oh, it does.
Nope.
Darn.
But anyway, so everybody wakes up. What do you guys do? Winter and everybody else tells you guys that they're basically gonna get ready to, you know, try going to the docks and getting the boats off of the asylum.
I tell her that we're
In a
going
bit.
to try to do a purification ritual on Xandalis, similar to what we did on Lysandra.
She says, "All right, well, do what you need to do. You probably shouldn't do it here. We don't need anything like remotely
We'll do it in the
strange
library.
setting anybody up."
And we'll close
Yep,
the
she
door.
says, "That's fine. We'll wait for you here."
We go and we do that.
All right, you guys are gonna go do that.
Okay.
Uh-oh, I'm trapped.
Something goes wrong in a whole nother asylum incident happens.
All right, you guys are here. You guys are gonna perform the ritual.
Yep.
All right, same as before. I am assuming you're gonna use knowledge plane, so have your prime knowledge planes person roll that, and everyone else who's assisting.
Does anybody have like 10s minutes per level buffs? Like to intelligence?
Or skill checks.
Or skill checks?
Let me check. I might have one actually that I can prepare. Oh no, I guess I don't have that. Nope, doesn't look like it.
Give it a minute.
I thought maybe I had like heightened awareness that would do it, but no, I don't actually have that on this character. Is that even on the Magus spell list? I'm not sure. It is not. I could get it later though, potentially.
Evil Splendor is
That's charisma.
Yep, charisma. Oh, I
Fox's
see one
cunning
check
is the one.
from Fingrim. I guess I'll do that roll for Jane. I'll bring up her character sheet.
Oh, I was asking. I was gonna see if people had any buffs before I did my rolls, but it doesn't seem like we do.
No.
Let's go. Oh shit, this one's gonna fail.
These are still our level 3.
That is unsuccessful. You can try a couple more times, but these need to be successes. So I'll give another roll for Jane and everybody. Alright, success, success. Secondary successes. It's 1, 2, 3. Plus 18's 21, plus 1 for being a caster. Unfortunately, that's not successful.
Oh
Well-
jeez.
And 2 failures means that this ritual fails.
Does it? I thought it was. We needed to get 2 out of 4 correct.
It's a lower number for knowledge planes.
What?
For heal, it's 4 successes. For knowledge planes, it's 3 successes. So it's actually easier to pull off the knowledge planes, but you don't have as many tries.
Okay.
They can have different success numbers depending on the skill. And if you don't get at least half of the successes, then the ritual failed. So here's something important to know. There is failure for these rituals, and something happened. Sister Maria, roll me a 2d10.
Ooh.
Oh jeez.
Alright. Unfortunately, this time the ritual failed.
Wow.
There is a magical backlash, and you see Ulver Xandalus's body convulse, and
Oh.
he dies.
Oh well. I tried. Surgery unsuccessful.
What do you guys do immediately afterward?
Gasp.
Hmm. This is regrettable, but perhaps it's for the best. I think he was still dangerous.
Anybody else do anything?
not really.
Yeah, I don't know.
They move away.
I
Okay.
guess we'll.
In
we'll
that
have to
case,
tell.
everybody sees this.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Where's my sound thing? Here we go. So, Xandalus dies, and suddenly, any wounds he has in his orifices begin spewing clouds of thick yellow smoke.
Oh no.
And soon, a familiar figure appears. The shadowy, gaunt murderer from your communal dream steps forth from the mist. And he, like, composes himself and goes like, "Ugh!" As if like someone waking up from a groggy sleep.
Oh, so this is what happened. Lissandro failed the ritual.
Oh.
I'm guessing we have to roll
The
initiative.
sickly fog clings to him, and his tatters flutter freely and dissolve into mist. And he looks at you all and
I step away from
grins.
him.
Well, since it's 9:30, we're actually going to end here so that we
Okay.
get Derek in on this.
Are we leveled up or no?
Nope.
No.
we're not.
Probably after we
We
beat
are
this
very
guy.
far.
If we have to fight, if
This
we do
guy's
have to
going
fight
to be
him.
what levels
This
us
is
up.
going to be a fight. This is
Yeah.
this is the end of the book right here. I was actually expecting this to happen sooner. But nope,
I
you
guess
guys
in
are fighting the
theory-
Tatterman.
In theory, we could have pulled him
For
out
real
without.
this time.
We're level 3 this time instead of level 1, so it theoretically will go a little bit better, right?
And not trapped in your dream.
And
Yeah.
not trapped in our dreams. And
With only
not
like one
with
item.
no equipment.
But the way you guys did it is a good way because since you won't have a chance, this won't affect anything anymore. Is that Xandalus's consciousness was the only thing keeping the Tatterman trapped in him, basically.
Ooh, so the rat did
You can
know
either
his name.
perform the ritual. You can either perform the ritual to expose the Tatterman, which will save Xandalus if you can do it successfully. Or if you kill Xandalus, like either in the fight, like shortly after the Tatterman escapes. So this could have been fighting Xandalus and then immediately fighting the Tatterman.
Right, I was worried about something like that happening, actually. Like, I was like, is there a stage 2 in this fight? But it didn't happen, so I was like, okay. Because I didn't have any level 1 spells left at that point, so... Would have been rough.
But thankfully
this time
you
I have
guys
all my
did
level 1 spells.
the
Yeah.
moral thing and didn't kill him immediately. And not on purpose.
Hey, we tried to save him, even,
You tried to
too.
save
It just didn't work out, yeah.
There's bonus XP and reward for saving him, but unfortunately he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, the backlash of the ritual
That
kills
is an
the target. if it's
incredibly
a failure.
difficult DC.
It is really high. But that's occult rituals for you.
Yeah.
This is why they fail most of the time. And horrible, horrible things happen.
Well, we all know that we need to get skills now. Put skills into whatever knowledge is.
It's Max!
Yep. We're gonna fight the Tatterman.
Where's Max? What are you talking about?
No. My skill is Max.
Oh, yeah.
But none of our other people, like, we didn't have hills. Yeah, the
Mine
hills
isn't maxed out. I just had a single rank in it, but still. I still had a +7 to it. It was a decent...
Yep.
It was-
That's it for tonight. Hope you guys had fun. Uh-huh. We're gonna finish up book 1 tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next week.
Sweet.
We'll do the end of book 1.
Man, I can't wait till next level. I get to do some cool shit.
Oh, there is actually, I'll mark this down as a note. There's actually a will save you guys need to do when he does that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it's for your sanity.
Is it an emotion effect?
It's mind affecting, but it's, I mean, watching Xandalus die and then like this thing like escape from him is, it grates on your sanity. So I'll
Does
just
it
make a
grade on
note.
my... Is it an emotion effect?
It's not emotion.
Oh my god.
It's mind affecting. You're witnessing something
Most-
horrific happen.
Okay.
You're basically watching Freddy Krueger like escape from the body of a dead person and like come to menace you in real life. It should be scary.
Sounds like a fear effect. Fear is an emotion.
I mean, I guess yeah, technically. Okay, so I guess technically it's an emotion effect. Yeah, it's fear based.
Don't worry.
Don't
yeah.
worry, we'll fail.
This should be a fun fight. Not
Yeah,
as fun as
especially
if
if it
like it had
goes as
happened
well
right
as
after
it did
Xandalus.
last fight.
I think the last fight went fairly well for you guys. He got some early nasty hits in, but you guys
Oh, the
handled them.
dice weren't very nice to many of us.
I
The
got dropped down
dice
to
were
3
trying
health.
to kill us as hard as they could.
Yeah, for sure.
I forced my dice to help me.
Like, even on that true strike roll, you
You
rolled
rolled
I
a
rolled
6
a
on it.
6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily, I
like,
did true strike that
I
shit.
think
though.
throughout that fight, we had maybe like 4 above 10s.
I had that 119. That was like the only good
Maybe
roll I
5
had.
above 10s. We had like 5 above 10s for the entire fight. And
Oh, and if you guys
everything
are
else was
curious
below
about
that.
the spellcrafts and stuff, like yes, he was spellcasting, but you guys haven't really had much of an experience with psychic magic, so that's why I wasn't giving you very many details about it.
I see.
Because what
Mhm.
he's using are thought and emotion components.
I figured. I was like, he's either using
Right.
psychic or he's using silent spell or steel spell.
Well, even if it is, like that's I've had this discussion before, but the way Pathfinder works is they assume that you're doing the spellcraft by like basically seeing the like the it's almost like if you play Guild Wars when they
Magical
have like the
energy.
little like there's like when you're playing Guild Wars and somebody casts Protector Spirit, it has that little Buddha thing that shows up above somebody from them having the
Yeah.
spell cast on them. Like it's basically there's like a magical manifestation of it, and that's why there's a meta magic feat that basically obscures it or disguises it.
Yeah, and I mean, like you guys will be able to roll spellcrafts on it. I just want you guys to, like role play into looking into like what
Mm-hmm.
this guy is doing, or what if there's like another method of spellcasting.
Sure.
Just that you guys get introduced to psychic spells.
There's the Void Wizard. Have you guys seen the Void Element Wizard class yet?
I think I
Oh,
looked at
no.
it at once.
They get a +2 insight bonus against spells and stuff like that. And what it is, it's like they're sensing the waves of magic coming off the people right before they cast a spell. So they get like an insight to the bonus, like a bonus against spells. It's kind of, and it goes
Yeah.
up. It gradually goes up while you level. I have a Void Wizard in one of Drew's campaigns.
All right. So yep. Thanks for coming. I'll see you guys next week.